Hey, I'm Coach Katrina Merriweather, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on Sports Like Talk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit them up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Keys and queens go hard. Rise and star on the big scene. Make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat. Don't settle for less. They put you through that test. Your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
Yeah, let's go, SLT Nation. Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. It is season 4, the year of the mama, and KT and I, we are almost through one of the best seasons we've ever produced. But you know what? That ain't stopping us. Me and my brother from another mother, we are 10 toes down. We are going all across this country, and we are finding rising superstars, future phenoms, incredibly individuals who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. And I don't get to say this a lot, but mama, we made it. Look, hey, this is a bucket list show for us, ladies and gentlemen. This is a bucket list show. When I say ooh wee, I mean ooh wee, ladies and gentlemen. Below me, allow me to introduce over 165 wins in the game coming out of Indianapolis. This young lady below us is a winner. All she do is win, and win again. She has taken talents at all different levels and is making the most out of it. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Today, you are going to learn some life lessons. So, the Team USA assistant coach, the Cincinnati University Lady Bearcats head coach, y'all make some noise for 27 years in the game, Coach Katrina Merriweather. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm telling you, I know everybody just wants to record that and just play it before you walk in a room.
Hey, you deserve that, Coach. Hey, we got to take our hat off. We got a queen, Coach. Put your head forward, Coach, so I can put this crown. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time rocking with the SLT family, welcome to the You Got Next experience. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the You Got Next logo, the Quiet Storm. Shh. All facts, no cap. The head coach, KT. Kev, how you feeling, man? You ready to go to work?
Am I ready, B. Jones? I want to tell everybody a little story. We were in Norman, Oklahoma when we officially met Coach Merriweather. And, we wanted her to be on the show. She didn't hesitate to give us her number. And it's another coach that she beat another coach that we tried to get on the show for a year, B. Jones. You know what coach I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think everybody here knows the coach we're talking about, so coach, we're calling you out. But, B. Jones, let's turn up for Cincinnati. Have we been to Cincinnati before?
Yes, we have. We're going to touch on Cincinnati in just 1 second. We're going to make Nick Van Exel proud on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all buckle up. We're going to have a great show ahead of y'all, but you know how we kick every show off with? That's right. We got to play our icebreaker game, the moment of truth. Coach Merriweather, before the show, has picked out 3 unique facts about herself, but in Sports Life Talk tradition, we play a game. It's called Two Truths and a Lie. All right, so 2 of the truths she's going to give us to her, but me and Kevin will work hard, and we'll have 60 seconds to work as a team and try to figure out which one of these truths is a pure cap. It is not the truth whatsoever. Now, Coach, take it easy on us, please. All right, we try to do our research, but you know what I'm talking about. We struggle a little bit at this game. You got to start. When people start scratching their neck, they get a little, they get a little nervous. Coach, go easy on me and my brother. All right, give us your 3 facts, Coach.
All right, I started coaching when I was 18 years old. My favorite color is purple, and my grandfather played with Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, we know the first one is true because
yeah, we know the first one's true because 27. All right, we got the age straight. Okay, but the purple versus, purple.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, we needed that. We needed that. So purple versus Hakeem, Kevin. Now I think I seen some pictures of her people getting buckets, man.
I know that somebody played with somebody, but I don't know if it was Olajuwon.
But she wouldn't. I just feel the conviction.
Who rely on the dream, B. Jones? Who rely on the dream?
Because she dripping in red, she dripping in black. We know it's Bearcat Nation. You know what, bumping Kevin? I'm gonna say number 2 is a lie. She don't like no purple, Kevin. Let's go, Coach. Tell us which one was the lie.
My grandfather played with Oscar Robertson, not Hakeem
Olajuwon.
B. Jones, only somebody with a purple heart would do us like that. That ain't right.
Yeah, dog, you was smooth with it too. Yeah, she was smooth. So he played with Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, he did in high school, 1955, that state championship at Crispus Attucks. They were teammates.
Dang, Kevin, you should have did your research better than that. That's embarrassing.
I said I know that she played with somebody. I didn't know it was Hakeem, the dream, and then I figured she wouldn't lie on the dream, and she did.
You know what? I want to personally apologize to Reagan. She expected better of us when we got. I want to personally apologize to Abby.
Reagan don't play, so we probably she gonna have some harsh words for us.
All right, Coach, let's get this party started. Let's take them on an incredible road trip down the journey of your career. The first thing we got to do is take that right hand, Coach. This is every guest in that seat has done this. Reach over your left shoulder, grab that seatbelt and strap up. Click, clack. Let's go to work. Turn up the volume. Turn up the noise. Here we go, y'all. We need y'all to do 4 quick things to help us to take this show to a whole nother level. I'm not going to be long, but I'm going to be strong. Let's go. Number 1, we need you to stick around and watch this show to the end. Number 2, hit that like button as if it's going like they're going to take the like button off the phone. If you don't hit it right now, you'll never be able to like another show like this one and let the world know that we are bubbling up. This show is popping like over Redbuck. I'm talking about all the way to the top. Number 3, Coach, you can't be a back cat and just be a scorer. You can't just be a rebounder. You can't just be, you got to be an assist player. You got to be a team player. And every good teammate in life knows how to share the ball. We need you to share this episode with your teammates in life so we can spread the word on what's cracking at Cincinnati and the amazing talent that this amazing coach is hoarding up there. All right, and last but not least, you know what? Come on, Kevin. Let's show who he is, man. Come on, KT. Y'all know what number 4 is. You gotta smash that subscribe button. Become a part of the SLT vibe. We doing big things in 2024. And the year ain't over with. We got so many great shows coming your way. We the hardest working podcast in the game. So we need y'all to show us some love. And let's run the numbers up on this joint. Coach Merriweather, Bearcats, are they gonna rock with us? Are they gonna hold us down on this episode?
I think so. I think as soon as we get to sharing it, I think you'll see some subscribers and some new people following and paying attention.
That's all we need, baby. That's all we need is a dream. Let's go. So on the count of 3, let's do it like we true to it. Make some noise for your boys. 1, 2, 3. Boo! Yeah! Oh my goodness. I love that part of the show. We got so many new family members, so many people rocking with us. That's what it means to us. Listen, KT and I, we don't do fans. We don't do followers. We do family round sports life talk. So all of our new family members, we got one ask of you. We need you to throw an emoji down in the chat. Not just any emoji. Coach Merriweather, what is the emoji your favorite emoji that everybody's throwing in the chat today?
My favorite emoji, definitely the wink.
All right.
It's the wink emoji. That's my favorite one. I have a tendency to be a little sarcastic from time to time, so I may text something and I got to follow it with the winky face so everybody knows that I'm not really tripping for real.
Well, if you did any of those things, throw winky face in the chat and let us know that you was rocking with us on this day. Kevin, what are we going to do for all of those people that throw the wink in the chat? What are we going to tell these individuals?
Thank you.
Kevin, I don't know if you're supposed to do the wink. I don't know. All right, well, we gonna tell y'all thank you, and Coach, we thank you. We're about to have some fun. This is probably one of the most dopest segments in all the podcasts across podcast land. We hope you ready for this one, Coach. Welcome to the deep waters. Welcome to the Sports Life Talks Initiation.
Happy to be here.
All right, Coach, to initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
All right. Let's start with Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Monica, Keisha Cole, and Patti LaBelle.
Oh, my God. B. Jones, I'm not even going to let you talk anymore. So, Coach, what we like to do, we like to rank everybody's top 5. The highest you can get is 10.
Okay.
Well, B. Jones, what year is this?
It's 2024, man. It's the year of the Mamba.
We coming out strong off this Louisville trip, B. Jones. Go ahead and give her 24. Give her the Mamba.
Dang.
God. She said Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, 2 of the greatest singers ever.
Saving all my love.
Okay, that's enough from you. All right. So, Coach, what is your favorite Patti LaBelle song?
Oh, man. Yeah, that was tough. My mother would kill me if I picked a favorite. It's just Patty. You know, it's the favorite movement from Patty. And my mom plays it all the time. I don't even know. I'm one of those people too. I'm not great with titles of songs. I hear her and I stop and I'm like, man, you just stop and you sway and you could just hang out all day with your mom listening to Patty.
Well, what's your favorite pie? What's your favorite flavor of Patty pie?
Potato.
That's sweet potato pie.
Everybody talk about sweet potato pie, but I'm telling y'all, go to Walmart, pick up that pecan pie joint. It's flavor. Hey, it's busting. As my daughter would say, it slaps.
I have never had pecan pie. I have to admit.
Off chain.
If it's there, that means there's like a chocolate cake or a sweet potato pie, and I'm always going to opt for one of the 2 of those, so I never get to the pecan pie.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me Patty making chocolate cake, too. Oh, Lord.
No, I know.
She's just saying if the desserts are out.
Yeah, if the desserts are out, I never quite get to the pecan pie.
Now, I love Patti LaBelle to death, but you know she got a lot of sugar up in that stuff, so I want y'all to be careful when you eat it. Eat it in small doses, just please. I want to see y'all live.
I'm killing it, Kevin.
Well, I hope Coach can be my new co-host because you keep eating Patti LaBelle stuff, you ain't gonna make it. All right, Coach. So, who is your favorite superhero and why?
My favorite superhero. Now, my dad was a comic book guy. So my parents had me really young. My dad had these packs and stacks of comic books. And I think that I don't have any choice but to say Superman.
The OG.
Yeah, definitely Superman. He had all of those comic books. He used to sit there and read them with me, along with the Sunday comics. You remember when those were inside of the newspaper? And then that comic strip, my favorite would have been Garfield. So those are me and my dad's type of thing.
All right, so we asked the superhero question because we see coaches as superheroes, and you know, Superman has his own theme song. So B. Jones and I, we created a playlist for our coaches. You can find it on iTunes. Have you already dropped that, B. Jones?
No, I haven't. We'll throw the link in the chat so everybody can listen to all the coaches throughout the years. Every song that the coaches picked is on this playlist.
Well, Coach, we need for you to give us your theme song so we can add it to our playlist.
My theme song. Okay, so we're going to just have an honest moment here. You know, sometimes we get caught between this professional space and we're in how we grow up type of space. But it's always been Gossip Folks by Missy Elliott.
Because Ludacris is on that, isn't he?
I don't think anybody is on that with her.
On Gossip Folks?
I don't think so. It's I heard she eats 2 crackers a day. Don't matter, I can't stand it. No way. And then she starts, it's a little bit of trash talking. If you had asked me like my favorite current artist, it would have started to shift towards like Trina and Meg Thee Stallion. That's kind of the other side. 80% of the time, I'm a lot of the cool 90s R&B, and then there's that pregame.
No, Coach, we're going to cut you off right now. You said Trina.
Hey,
you said Meg Thee Stallion, so you like to turn up. That's what that is.
well, hold on, Kevin. Before the
There's
show,
very selective moments. That's why I like Missy Elliott gospel folks. You got to listen to it again. You say that's why she likes that. That's why she likes it.
But Coach, that was gonna be my thing. I was gonna come on here and say we got the baddest on here, but my wife said that she was like, "You got to be careful with that one because you know your name is Katrina." So I was gonna do the whole Trina pun, but I was like, I'm gonna leave that alone. But I'm glad we got Katrina on this show.
Yeah, we're around about the same age. That's why I'm a Monica fan, and some of those artists, like, they just have some records where they talk just a little bit of trash, and I really feel those records. So yeah.
Yeah, I just saw another part of Coach that I didn't think we were gonna see, B. Jones. So I'm gonna trade it.
We got a few minutes into this thing, so now you're probably going to get a little bit of both. And I think that my players and anybody who's watching would expect that to come out at some point. So smooth R&B, and then there's the flip side.
We're going to talk about this later on. Y'all put a pin in this one.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
Yeah, I mean, my goodness, there's so many lessons. My favorite lesson is it teaches you how to cheer for other people. I think in this day and age, and just growing up, you run into some people that just really struggle when the sun isn't shining on them, or the lights aren't bright on them, and they struggle with that. And one of the things, especially growing up with my dad in the youth mentoring program, and then I went to high school at Cathedral, and I wasn't the best athlete there. And so I had to learn how to sit on the bench and cheer for people who were better than me. And then that way, when it became my time and I had actually developed, I felt like I had done my work and put my time in, and that I cheer for other people. And it was cool for people to do the same for me.
All right, so B and I, we're going to produce a movie that's centered around you. The one thing we're missing is a lead actress. Who should we get to play you in the story of your life?
Definitely Sanaa Lathan. Yeah.
We can
I got that too. Yeah. Because I believe Love and Basketball came out when I was in college. I think it came out in like 2000. So of course, like that was the thing, right? Yeah, it had to be Sanaa Lathan.
All right, so this is probably the most important question that we ask during our initiation. Okay. B. Jones and I, we love to travel. When we travel, we got to eat. So we come down there to rock with y'all. What's that one food spot we going to, and what's your go-to meal there?
Yeah, we're going to Soul Secrets. It's in Over the Rhine. It's this area that has been developed since the last time that I was here, which is obviously just a few years ago. So let's not get carried away with the time gap. But my favorite meal, my go-to, would be the meatloaf. And that says a lot because I don't eat everybody's meatloaf. But I tried it and I really liked it. So that's the one place in the city where I can get meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and greens.
Now, you are the first person to ever come on here.
Yes.
To recommend meatloaf. But I love meatloaf, B. Jones. You eat meatloaf? Oh, well, you got this stamp of approval. I didn't see the sound effect coming. They kind of threw me off. So I gotta
Yeah, I don't eat everybody's meatloaf. So I had to try it first. I didn't order it the first time I went in there. Someone else did, and I tried theirs, and then now that's what
He was hooked. But Kevin, she said greens, the macaroni and cheese, Lord,
mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, yeah.
I'm getting it all.
Yeah, we definitely.
Come on, we'll go right down to Soul Secrets.
All right. So as we transition to the next segment to learn more about Coach Merriweather, we need for you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Coach Merriweather gave us her top 5 music artists, but leave yours in the comments. And check out all of our family members from our You Got Next podcast on our website, sltugotnext.com. So Coach survived the initiation. So B, let's find out more about our newest play cousin.
Coach, welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. It is truly a pleasure and an honor to have you on this joint. I kid around and I said, Mama, we made it. But real talk, Coach, we had Abby jump on this show about 2 years ago. Now, keep in mind, I'm a newbie to the whole women's basketball game. And once we got Abby on here, she talked so much about you, Coach. She talked Coach Merriweather this, Coach Merriweather that. And of course, I started looking into you, and we have just been salivating to get you on this joint. So when we met you in Norman, I kind of fanned out. You know, honestly, I don't even remember meeting you. I blacked out. I just woke up in the car. And I said, Kevin, did we meet? Did we meet Katrina Merriweather a couple of hours ago? No, I'm just playing with you, Coach. We got to tell her your story, Coach. We got to take them back to Indianapolis, to Naptown. Coach, tell us, when did you start playing basketball and when did you fall in love with this game?
So I didn't know that this was how any of this was going to turn out. My great grandmother had me in lace socks and patent leather shoes. I didn't go outside and play. My hair was always nice and neat. She passed away when I was 9. One of the best memories I have of her is just always choosing to stay with her instead of my parents anytime they tried to take me anywhere. And then about 5th grade, my PE teacher, Miss Bishop, entered me in this free throw contest, and I think I finished 3rd. And I had never touched a ball before, even though my dad and my grandfather played, and they were embedded deeply, like NBA stuff, all that. But my dad never pushed it on me. So he was out traveling and with some of the NBA guys my grandfather was representing. I signed him up at Tabernacle Presbyterian Church, not knowing that he had grown up playing in the same league. So he came home. I think he thought that he could make me pretty good. Like I was this lump of clay. And he was like, she's got some stuff. So he gave that up on the road, came home, started getting me a team. We were the Bedford Riverside Pistons. William Bedford that played for the Pistons was one of my grandfather's clients. Riverside was the community service we played in. And then the Pistons, obviously from Detroit. So those were the bad boy days. So I started playing and all of that. And I ended up being fairly good. But then my dad just used it as this opportunity to help inner city kids in Indianapolis pursue their dreams of playing college basketball and beyond. So ultimately, that's how it started. My PE teacher, Miss Bishop.
Now, wait a minute, Coach, because we read the resume. You went way past the 5th grade. You was a dog. Coach, so when did you get serious with this thing? When did you become that powerhouse on the boards?
You don't know if I was a powerhouse ever. I just did a really good job of picking places that had other good players, so we won a lot of games. I don't know. I don't know if that really had a whole lot to do with me. I would say 7th grade, I thought I was decent. I didn't get the MVP, and I was not happy. And my dad said, you want to play for fun or you want to be the best player you can be? And I said, I want to be the best player I could be. And I have to admit, I didn't know what I was signing up for. He had me jumping on stages, wrestling on wrestling mats with girls that were 2 and 3 years older than me, just developing all these different skills that he thought was important at the time. So I would say 8th grade is when I probably got real serious. And I didn't get good until like my junior year. I was a real late bloomer just because I just didn't play until I was a little older. So thankfully, Lori thought that I was good enough to be on the team, and I would argue that that's why I'm where I am today.
Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about that, but does that not sound a little familiar, Kevin? Lost something in middle school. Doesn't it sound like an infamous recruit out of the DFW area where you put those stories? We got to talk about that in just 1 second. But Coach, now we talk about sisterhoods. Everybody wears Sisterhood t-shirts, but you take Sisterhood serious. Now, there's a young lady on your coaching staff that has a very similar last name to yours. As a matter of fact, it's identical. Her name is almost identical to yours. So tell us about this relationship, because we've had coaches that were husband and wife. We've had father-daughter tandems. I've never seen the Sisterhood, Coach. What's going on?
Well, the Sisterhood, Abby coined that for us when she joined the staff in, 2018? And she dated it back to 2016, my first year as a college head coach. And when the opportunity came for me to hire Brina, we had a long conversation because everybody knows no matter how much I love you, if you don't do your job well, like I will fire you. You can come move in with me, right, until you find something else, but I'll fire you though. And so hiring Brina, I couldn't take that lightly because that makes for an awkward Thanksgiving and Christmas. We don't do that to the and I think that Brina was hesitant and took her time making up her mind as well. Plus she was working for Mike Bradbury out of New Mexico, who was long story short, an assistant coach at Cincinnati that I played for, and then all these years later, he hires my sister. So there are all these nuances, but ultimately, I felt she would do a really good job, and I'm really happy I was right. She is bright and committed and loves to recruit and basketball stuff, and she's even talked me into doing more offensive stuff because I just like defense. So it has been really good for me. She's been really good for all of us.
How special is that to get that opportunity? Because I mean, listen, every day ain't gonna be a great day, but you go through a rough day, you're struggling. It's just not picking up the phone. You literally get to go hug sister and say, "Hey, I'm going through it today." You know, so I need you right now. How cool is that to have that resource and that passion and that love right there next to you as you walk this path?
Yeah, it's unbelievable because there will be some things that go on at work, and I can hear her say, "Hey, not too much on that one." You know, so the minute that she feels like things like somebody's stressing me out, she's like, "Hey, wait a minute." She definitely is sister first, which always makes me smile. But I think the unique thing was when I wanted to hire her and I went to Abby and Ashley and we talked about it, they were like, "Oh yeah, we love Rena." And really that was why I was able to do it, was because they were on board with it. So we've been hugging on each other and crying with each other, wins and losses this whole time. But adding her definitely adds a different layer to it.
Well, you got a lot of layers of complexity. I mean, you've literally created the ultimate chocolate cake over there, because not only do you got your sister, I'm talking about you got 30 for 30s all around the coaching staff. I hate to do this, but my expectations for Cincinnati women's basketball is huge. I mean, you have done a wonderful job. I'm talking about you put on a masterclass in building a staff, Coach. How were you able to accumulate so much talent in the coaching ranks all on one staff?
Well, I don't think anything happens without God. I pray a lot. I ask for guidance. I ask if I'm doing the right thing. Please reveal this. Please show me that. And my initial staff that had Keith Freeman and Samika Randall on it was incredibly talented too. I told Keith Freeman he was like my trainer wheels. He had been a head coach for over 20 years. I just needed somebody next to me that when I was getting ready to do something silly would say, "Hey, Trina, take a beat, think about this." And he was really great for me that way. And everybody knows Samika. I mean, she's one of the three Meeks. So excellence runs through her veins, you know, with her having been at Tennessee. And then the time came for me to hire Tennille Adams and Abby at the same time to join Ashley. And I think that was about what I needed, right? Keith had poured into me. Keith had wanted some other experiences as well. Same with Samika. And adding those two is when we won our first championship and went to the NCAA tournament. It was the same year I added those two. And then again, Tennille moves on after Memphis. That allows me to hire Brina. And I think you just have to know yourself. You got to know what you're good at. You have to know where you need compliments and people to fill in some gaps for you. And to me, that's my guiding principle always.
You started. Your name was called. You saw your bucket go in. You looked up. You contributed to what has transpired at Cincinnati. You were a Bearcat. And all of a sudden, you at Memphis, you clowning, y'all doing big things, 2-year run, and you get that phone call. Now, I know you probably didn't want to put Memphis down. Oh, Memphis. I know you didn't want to walk away from Memphis, Coach, but it's got to be something special in getting that call from your alumni and saying, "We want you to come take the helm and guide this program to the promised land." Walk us through that decision, Coach. How difficult, how great, were you crying? I mean, what was walk us through backstage in this decision-making process?
Well, I'm so happy to talk about this because I feel like coaches don't get to express enough like what all that does to you during that time. First of all, Michelle Clark, the previous coach, and we talked all the time. We had been on the phone like every week, you know, about the transfer portal and players and all this stuff. So it was actually very difficult for me to hear that the job had come open because I consider her a friend and a mentor and somebody who when I call, she picks the phone up. And I have to always tell this part of the story. She's the one who said, "Don't not take that job because of me, Tree." And immediately I'm bawling and crying and she's like, don't do it. And so she actually freed me up, you know, to make the decision because I had just bought a house. I've been in the house for 9 months in Memphis. Like you said, we had just got this thing going.
Y'all were cooking.
Memphis. Yeah, I love the community, the support. You know, you have Coach Hardaway who's there. That's like, what do you need? Help. You know, you have all these people that are just cheering for you. And it is a very, very difficult place to leave just because of the people, right, in the city. And I tell people, everybody talks about Memphis and like the first 48. And I'm like, dude, come on. Like, you got to understand, like, you can go to Memphis and you can get soul food, seafood, barbecue, all within a 10-mile radius. You can go horseback riding, you could go to the opera, you could go to the zoo, all in a 10-mile radius. Like, it really is a very unique and special place, and it was very difficult. But with that being said, I always tell people it was hard, but it was inevitable. There's no way I could have not come back to Cincinnati. You know, and do I wish that the timing was different? Absolutely. But like I said, God doesn't make mistakes. So it was still tough though. And it didn't happen immediately. You know, it took some weeks, you know, to be honest. But I knew ultimately that this is where I was supposed to be.
Well, you got the program of your dreams, Coach. You at home. You probably walk around the campus sometime and be like, y'all don't even know. That smoothie stand wasn't there when I was on campus. Y'all need to be
walking around campus. I'm going to tell you, my main thought is I'm so happy technology wasn't where it was then today.
How much trouble you would have got in, Coach?
We just were kind of mischievous, my teammates and I, you know, like we loved Cincinnati, not just only playing basketball, but like each other, our relationship with the other athletes, just the city in general. Because you have to remember, like, that was prime time for our men's team. They were number one in the country. So we were all walking around with our shoulders back, you know, and it was a good time for women's basketball too. So we just embraced the whole thing. I pledged a sorority. So I had that part of my life and experience in college too. I mean, there isn't anything I would do differently about my time spent in Cincinnati. So when I walk around, I just say, thank goodness.
Now, could 27 years in the game, Coach Merriweather, coach that college player, could you have coached yourself, Coach?
Yes, because see, at that point, I was just middle of the pack. I did everything I was supposed to do. I went to study hall because I had to keep my scholarship because I wasn't the most talented person on the team. So see, I didn't have time to mess up. So I could coach me, but I tell our coaches all the time, you can only have like 2 or 3 Trinas. More than that, we can't win games.
You sub 500, huh?
Yes. We got to make sure we get a whole lot of talent in here. And again, I heard I was a great teammate. My coach always praised me for that kind of stuff. But yeah, when it came down to it, I wasn't averaging 20. We got to make sure we have those players too.
Well, speaking of building a team, you built an amazing staff, but now you got to get these horses. You got to get those Jimmies and Joes out there to actually play the basketball game. You are doing something that makes me extremely excited. Is you coming down here to Texas? I find this. I'm looking at y'all coaches that's watching this right now. I don't understand why y'all ain't out here in Texas sweeping up some of this talent. I need to keep the lid on that, Coach. But Coach, you not only did it once, you didn't do it once. You did it twice back to back. You got 2 of our favorite players to watch here on the home front, Reagan Jackson, Chloe Mann. You are building what some could consider a pipeline to the DFW, Coach. What made you decide to really go all out on some of this Lone Star talent?
Well, I think for us, it is anybody who wants to be a Bearcat. I don't care if you're from Alaska. We'll come down there and we'll recruit you. I'm huge on reciprocity. If we reach out to you and we think that you can help us and you be a great fit, and then you start texting and calling back, that means more to me than what you're ranked on a scouting service or on ESPN or any of that. Because we just want people who want to be in our program, in our space, in our environment. People who believe in us, people that believe that they can grow and develop in our space. And we're not going to be for everybody. Our job is to find out who we are for, though, and then make sure that we do everything we can. I cannot take credit for Reagan. Reagan was signed here before I got the job.
That's right. So, but you still kept it, though. You had to hold on to him.
Oh yeah, we had to recruit her now. I'm not saying that, we didn't have to put in any work, because we did. Because we felt like her mentality was exactly what we needed. She's tough, gritty, competitive. If somebody is like, hey, let's play one-on-one, she doesn't care if you 6'5" and 220. She's like, yeah, let's go. And you can't teach that. She just possesses this mentality that you want in your program. And Chloe's the same way. Chloe just competes all the time. And they're in the gym all the time. And I think that it's far more about that than anything. But Texas has always been good to us. When we were at Purdue, we signed the Texas Miss Basketball, rest in peace, Ty Jackson, in 2005. So Texas has always been a hotbed of talent, but we'll go anywhere. Texas, Florida, you name it.
Coach, we got to get out of here. I promise you, I would steal more time if I had it, but we want to get you back in a couple of years. But Coach, I shout out to your social media team. You guys at Cincinnati. I want to steal the blueprint or whatever y'all know. Y'all social media is dope. But there's a special segment that you started doing over the past couple of months that I was able to, I've been following over the past couple of months. Life lessons. Yeah. Coach, what inspired the life lessons? And I love how you incorporate the life lessons with a picture that's going on or something that it brought it to, the memory. It made it real. It made the life lessons real because you made it personal. What inspired that trend or that series? And you going to keep that going, Coach? How many life lessons we going to get?
We're going to get 45 because it was 45 in 45 days. So I'm going to turn 45 on August 14th. And so I started it 45 days before then. So I'm going to do it every day until August 14th. And then I will probably take a break. I'm not a huge social media person, but my staff, as you have brought up, they're young, they're energetic. I mean, I can't leave out AO and Ryan and Lanice and Mikhail, like all these people around me, like, hey, you got to get out here. People got to know who you are. And I would rather just stay behind the scenes, coach the team, promote the players. But I just think that's just where we are right now. And life lessons, some of them are funny. I think everybody's favorite is when I said, don't do a presentation the same day as Ugly Christmas Sweater Day.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Picture. Okay, well, here's the thing. I look back through my pictures. I did it again this year. Me and Jillian Hayes, I'm presenting her ball, and I have on an ugly Christmas sweater. I'm like, they got to stop doing that to me. Like, if it's Ugly Christmas Sweater Day, we got to present it the following game. It can't be the same game because these poor babies got pictures of me holding the ball with jingle bells all over my shirt.
Yeah. And that's on their wall, Coach. That's on their wall. They grandkids go see that picture.
It's so sad. So sad. But yeah, so just a little piece of the Trina, again, I don't do a whole lot of tweeting and all that. So this is kind of a way just to share some stuff about me and some things I think are important.
Kudos for you for doing it, Coach, for being authentic and exposing your true self as you done on this show. One thing I'm gonna comment on is you let your hair down. You talking about Trina and Missy Elliott. But that is, you know what, Coach, is bigger than you just doing it for the podcast. It's like, that's who y'all really are. Like, one thing from Reagan, talking to Reagan, from Chloe, y'all the truth. Y'all are the absolute real deal. And I don't care what you was real at Memphis, you real at Cincinnati. So yeah, Coach, we love you. Shout out to that. We ain't out of here yet though. You ain't out of the deep water yet, Coach. Welcome to the championship rounds. This is the part of the show with KT and I. We're going to do a little bit of one-on-one, 1v1. And you are now officially calling all the shots. This is our version of Would You Rather, okay, Coach? So we're going to do 3 rounds, Coach. And in each round, both KT and I will give you a very difficult and compromising option. Whichever one of those you select, that host will get the point, and whichever host gets 2 points will win this game officially. All right, Kevin is the defending champion, and I will let him kick it off. But before I do so, I got to get that spirit of Reagan Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I got to get that dog. I got to get that competitive beast inside of me right now. All right, Kevin, I'm ready.
Would you rather coach a player that you recruited that no one gave them a chance? They make it to the Basketball Hall of Fame, and then their speech tells you they wouldn't be here without the love and guidance of Coach Merriweather, or
Coach, you home. Y'all went through year one. You established the culture. You built the team. You built the staff. You got the communities buying. Y'all bringing 5,000-6,000 people on a nightly basis out there to watch the Lady Bearcat basketball. But more importantly, you're about to give them something they all want. Wins. Coach, you about to win at a clip that's unheard of. You about to go on a run that you're going to be recruiting 4- and 5-star talents for years and years to come. We talking about Sweet 16s, Final Fours. I'm not guaranteeing you a championship, but what I am going to guarantee you, Coach, is when you put the whistle down and you put the clipboard and you call your last game, you will look down on that floor, and on that floor in cursive at Cincinnati, it will be Katrina Merriweather. You will be Hall of Fame and the winningest coach in Bearcat history.
So it would have to be the wins, because the way that we do it, if we're winning at that clip, the players are going to feel like they couldn't be and do what they could have done without us. So I think that we're going to have to go with the team wins, bringing the community together. And then I trust that our players still will believe that they were great. And we should probably have some Hall of Famers if we're winning that many.
No, you can't get Hall of Famers. That's not how it works, Coach. You either pick my option or you pick his. No Hall of Famers.
I gave a 2, Kevin. All right, Coach, round number 2. We doing this for media. Kevin,
can't do it. Oh,
she get Hall of Fame for my option 2. Nope. All right, Coach. For round 2, we gonna keep this on the media and entertainment. All right, Coach. So this is all about me. And shout out to yo people, because y'all already doing versions of this already. But for mine, I got a camera crew ready, and we're about to put Cincinnati on the map at a whole different level. That's right. We're going to do 10 episodes in a series. It will be airing on Netflix. It is going to be Last Chance U in women's Division I basketball. We're going to follow your kids around in the classroom, the crazy bus and train rides, the difficult, hard practices, the preseason workouts. We're going to put it all together, Coach, and we're going to call it Bear Down. Or,
Coach, you like food, right?
Yes.
Do you like traveling?
Yes.
So imagine yourself as a star of a globally acclaimed sports food show that streams on Hulu, and it's going to stream on the Cincinnati website, where each episode is an adventure to a new city, tasting the finest cuisine from 5-star restaurants to local gyms. You get to sit down with top athletes and coaches from various sports, picking their brains, learning about their training regimens. It's not just a show, Coach. It's a passport to the world's kitchens and stadiums. A journey that combines the thrill of competition with the joy of extraordinary food. And we're going to call it Merriweather's Munchies.
Lay down.
Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Hey! He pitched it! And struck out! Oh my goodness! Let's go! Now, Kevin, perk up, because this good news is coming. We still got one round. You still got one chance to win.
I'm not happy, B. Jones. Can we hear him get this show over with? I was having a good time until the championship rounds came. So come on, let's go.
All right, Coach, here we go. Now, Kevin, this is going to be real difficult because everybody can see your backdrop. So we know that the heat is real over there. But Kevin and I, we are 2 sneakerheads as well, Coach. For the 3rd round, we got a special gift for you. We bring our favorite pair of sneakers that we think that you would like for the last round, and we call it the Hold That Sneaker. Okay, Coach? So on the count of 3, we're going to get you to say, hold that sneaker. And Kevin and I are going to show you a pair of sneakers that we brought without you knowing it. And whichever one you like the best, that host will win round 3, which means a lot. Okay, regardless of when the episode, you don't want to lose round 3. Okay, Coach. So I need to sweep. I got my broom out over here. We ready to go. All right, Coach. On the count of 3, hold that sneaker. 3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker. Oh, Kevin got him one.
No, Coach.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
At least you got good shoe taste.
It's so hard. It's so hard to match a red shoe. Like so many different color reds.
But I felt like you already had so many red and black ones. I had to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Yes, the white shoes are a little cleaner. I can wear different stuff. Don't have to worry about whether or not the red matches as much. Yeah.
Hope they don't get them dirty, but it don't matter anyway. Oh my God, y'all don't know what it means to win this episode. You know what? I'm about to get emotional. You shout out to Nick Van Exel, Kenyon Martin. I mean, I watched a lot of it. You know what? I love Cincinnati so much. This is a true story. Y'all can ask my grandmama. We named my middle school baseball team the Bearcats because I love Cincinnati just that much growing up till I found out y'all cold.
The weather can be different up here. But just FYI, it just means you have a more diverse wardrobe. You get to wear Uggs and Timbs and
that's right. That's right. Hey, the weather is bad, but the Merriweather is good. Here we go, Coach.
Come on.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's take them home. But the title of the show is You Got Next, okay? So we got to leave them inspired. We got to leave them with something to hold on to now that they following you at Cincy Coach Trina. We want to see where this story end up, Coach. What are you excited about? What's up next for you in your career?
Yeah. I'm just excited about growing and building. I want people to come on this journey with us. Our transition into the Big 12, us embracing the current roster that we have and adding to it, recruiting some really talented kids that love to play basketball, want to play with energy, with passion, and more importantly, we're just going to continue to develop people on and off the floor. We want to see them go off and do great things after they leave us too.
So that means you're going to be here at TCU, right? You're going to be in our neck of the woods. We get to come see you play this year in Dallas.
Yes, I'm nearly positive that we'll be there this year. And Baylor too. So we're going to kind of be.
I was about to say either Baylor, TCU, or Oklahoma State. It's all right around the corner. We're going to get the opportunity to come kick it with your coach.
Okay. We expect to see you then.
So, Coach, do you have any shout outs you want to give? You an idiot, man. I swear we can't get picked up because of you. We can't get picked up. I hold grudges. I'm sorry. So, Coach, do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I always want to shout out my family and for all the support they give. And to me, my friends are family, so they're included in that. My staff, that's absolutely phenomenal, wouldn't be able to do what I do without them. And honestly, just anybody who's ever given me an opportunity, to coach, to learn from them. And that's people on top of people. So I stand on a lot of people's shoulders, and I'm just super grateful for everyone that I've run across. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me on and what you do for women's basketball. It's a big deal. Thank you.
All right. So this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call out the person that you think should have next. So, hey, I got a chance to rock with KT and B. Jones. I told them my story. I want you to do the same. With that said, Coach, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
Let's see. Coach Yo at Ole Miss.
Maybe it eventually happened. Now, in all fairness to Coach Yo, I did reach out to their assistant, and they were all out of town.
Okay.
So we're going to reach back out to her, and Coach Yo told us in Louisville that she's ready. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put a call in too. Tell her how dope this was, and we gotta make sure that we get her on. And we know how much that she likes to talk anyway. So I don't even know why it's an issue. You can tell her I said it. She's gonna blow y'all away and everybody listening. So tell her to come on and get on the show.
Oh my goodness. I don't think this night can get any better. Coach Yo, let the world know that you are up next. Your ticket just got punched and you are officially on the clock. We can't wait to have you on the show, Coach Yo. You got so much to share the world, and we gonna be a transport. We're gonna be a gateway to your voice and let them hear you. But Coach Katrina Merriweather, You got next. You are the truth, coach. You are authentic. You are legend. You are pioneer. You are GOAT, coach. We appreciate you so much. We love what you're doing. I love your energy, your personality. You are all things through and through real, 100%. You are extraordinary. You are elite. Coach Katrina Merriweather, you deserve a yeet. What? They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Yeah. Oh my God. I love this show. I'm so glad to be back in the studio. We've been out on the road for 2 weeks, y'all. I'm talking about tournament after tournament. It's so good to be back. Coach, thank you so much for kicking off the second half of the year to Mamba. We appreciate you so much. You's too dope, Coach. You are just too dope. Coach Abby Jump, you dope. Reagan Jackson, you dope. Chloe Mann, Chloe Mann up next. We need to put her on the spot because she said she was going to do the show too. We got to get with Chloe, and we just want to thank the whole Cincinnati Bearcat family. We appreciate y'all. Everybody out there that's watching this, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We do this for you. We're going to keep doing it for you, so we need y'all to help us. This is your moment. Don't forget to throw winky face in the chat, and don't forget to share this episode with all your people. Let them know that it's cracking like Orville Redenbach over in this thing. And listen, we got over 600 shows in this thing. Make sure you tap in with us at Sports Life Talk on all our different social media platforms. We're dropping content every single day. New coaches, new players. The stories are just getting bigger and better. And if you want to be on the show, I saw y'all had a girl that was in SI, Sports Illustrated. Players like that. If you want to be on the show, hit us up. We would love to tell your story. Go to our website, sltugotnext.com. Click on the nominate tab. Tell us a little bit about yourself. And we're going to reach out and give you an audition to be on the show. And last but not least, to all my podcast junkies out there, we need you to rock with us. If you want to listen to this show in the audio format or any of the other shows of all our infamous You Got Next guests, make sure you go download the podcast, wherever you download your podcast, whether that's Apple, Spotify. I'm telling y'all, the podcast version is pretty good. You can just be riding, chilling, and listening to all the inspiration and motivation and energy that and all these incredible stories. Kevin, I'm feeling good, man. I know you took an L today, but you know what? You did good in life. Because you got us one of the guests we had on this show, man. So congratulations on winning in life. Get us out of here, bro.
Well, Coach Merriweather, I'm dropping my top 10, the schools that I'm going to commit to. And it's safe to say, y'all got to recruit me a little harder because you almost dropped out of the top 10. But no, seriously.
We're up for the challenge always. So that's
you have to work. You did me dirty championship rounds. I'm the one to schedule you on the show, and this is how you treat me. But Coach, thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know, and we got your back.
Absolutely. Thank you.
It's only one thing left to do, Coach. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Put my game down, flip it in reverse. I don't even know what Missy be saying. Hey,
nobody does. It doesn't matter. It's Missy.
Sports Life Talk Nation. We love y'all. Stay safe. Be blessed. Respect each other and love one another because together we are better. And keep dreaming big because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
I knew you had next because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next, just a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this. Yeah. Sports Life, talking this.